All right, welcome in to Prop 5 here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick and at 5 Reasons Sports. I got David Eversole. You can follow him at David W. Eversole. Make sure you use the code 5, F-I-V-E. Put down $5. You get $50 to play right away. Prize Picks, the official fantasy partner of the 5 Reasons Sports Network, but you got to use the deal. Use the code 5, F-I-V-E. Allows us to keep putting out content, so we appreciate it. Again, make sure you use the code 5. You can play across the sports spectrum. All right, we covered the Hawks, and we're waiting for that game to start. Actually, I just started. The Hawks and the Magic. Now we're looking at the West playing the more interesting game. Comes on at 10 o'clock Eastern time, and that's Memphis against Memphis against the Warriors. Of course, heat interest in this because of the Warriors situation with their draft pick, and also because of Jimmy Butler. So let's get right to it. We'll do a Heat episode separately. Easiest play of the night is they're just handing this to you. The Taco Tuesday, Ja Morant, 23.5 points.
Yeah,
I can't see him going under. I mean, he scored 21 against Denver. But look at the past 4 games before that, 36, 28, 30, 36. They've been leaning more into him offensively since changing coaches. So I would play him over. I also like Jaren Jackson over on 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I know he's been under of late, but Golden State does not have an interior presence that they play a lot of minutes. So I'm expecting Jaren Jackson to eat tonight. I would play him over on the 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. What do you like?
Yeah. Look at that Ja number real quick. It's not a big discount, but if you look at the trends, he's hitting 13 of 15 of his last games at that 23.5. The regular line was between 26 and 27.5, and he just dropped 36 on Golden State 2 weeks ago. So I really like that play. And also for Memphis, somebody who's not obviously a household name, it's going to be Santi Aldama at just 12.5 points and assists. His last 4 games versus Golden State, 31, 4, 25, and 19 versus the Warriors.
Wow. That's stuff you only get.
So I like that number a lot, and it's just a regular standard play, no goblin needed. If you don't feel too comfortable, bump it down to 9.5. But I think you can play that straight number, or you can even, if you're feeling froggy, play it at 14.5 with a demon play. I really like that number a lot for Golden State.
For versus Golden State. All right, on the Golden State side, my favorite play is under on pods. I think this number is too high tonight. Looking at 20 points and assists, he's been under on that 2 of the last 3. I don't think. Look, provided that Steph and Jimmy are playing, which we're anticipating, I just think they're going to lean on their vets to get out of this game tonight at home. So I'm going to play him under. 27 points, rebounds, and assists was my favorite play on him. Play him under. Again, he's hurt me before playing when I played him under, but I kind of feel like this is a safe one today on pods. And then on Jimmy, I'm not touching Steph because I don't know his health situation. I will tell you, Jimmy just came off the board. So I don't know if they know something that we don't. Oh, he is? Okay, he's still on there. I'm sorry. I'm looking for him. Hold on. Moody, Pods, Curry. And then healed. And then, okay, Jimmy here. I'm going to play Jimmy under. I play Jimmy under tonight. I know they're going to make a big deal of the playoff Jimmy stuff, but he's not totally healthy right now.
Yeah.
So I did say they'll lean into him a little bit more as a scorer, but I can see the other numbers being down. I would play him under on the 28.5 points and rebounds tonight.
Going back to Steph for a minute, the one number I would actually play him is rebounds and assists, 10.5. In that game 2 weeks ago, as we mentioned before, he had 18 rebounds and assists versus the Grizzlies, and he's hit that on 4 of 6 versus Memphis. So I feel like he's going to be distributing the ball. If they can make some shots and get a little bit of comfort at home. Obviously, I think they tend to shoot better at home like most teams. So I feel like he could get that work easy with 10.5 rebounds plus assists. I could see him with 6 or 7 assists alone in this game. Steph Curry.
I can see that too. So use the code 5. Those are some of our plays tonight. We'll put these up on the board again. I like under on pods, under on the Jimmy stuff. You like over Steph. Rebounds and assists on the Memphis side. Play the Ja thing. I just take the money. It's 23.5 points. That's your easiest play. And I do think Jaren Jackson will have a big game tonight. All right, we're going to do one as well separately on the Heat and the Bulls in Chicago tomorrow night. So check that one out on the channel. Make sure you're using the code FIVE.